Welcome to Still Doing Happy Hour. Welcome to episode 143 of the Still Drippin' Happy Hour. On the move tonight, we got Bodie Gwynn.
Let's go. We're back, baby.
I think this is like your intern graduation ceremony.
Is
Maybe. What's the last episode you've listened to, Bodie?
That's a good question. It had to have been in the summer.
Oh man, you pieced out big time. You just left us in the dust.
I got busy, bro.
Golly, that's embarrassing. We were talking about you last week. How the next intern can only go up from you.
That's true.
Well, let's start out this. Before we start out this episode, go subscribe to us on YouTube where we're streaming right now. Like this video, subscribe, and then go leave us a review on iTunes.
Smash the buttons. Smash the buttons.
If it's, give us 5 stars. If it's bad, make it funny. Hold on, I'm checking right now to see if we have any new reviews. We're still at a pure 5 out of 5 stars, 5.0. But no new reviews. So get on that. Get on that, people. Anyways, Bodie, I want you to start out by giving a raving review of the Still Drippin' Happy Hour internship program. Hayes has got somebody in the pipeline who we need to hear from you. What did you gain? What could be improved? This is like your exit interview for about 3 minutes because that's all we're going to give. Go for it.
And I guess we start with experience, The experience was good. I would say you're learning less the nitty-gritty information as you are the tastes of yourself and Hayes and Landon. And you kind of grow your own taste based on the taste that you hear and what you like that people like and what you like that some people might not like. You definitely grow a taste. I'll say that. Maybe taste isn't a good word for it, but I'll use the word taste. In terms of, education level, it's like I'd compare it to like a Harvard internship, just information being thrown at you left and right. You can't get this anywhere else on the planet. So only good things. Only good things.
What a raving review. Thank you. I guess, yeah, I like how you said that. I think we do try to foster a spirit of thinking your own thoughts. Yeah, you could say it's almost like a Still Drippin' University.
Yeah.
Of sorts. I think that's a good name of our internship program. Now that I think about it, I'm gonna write that down. Okay. Well, I sent you some homework since at some point on the pod you told us what your major was and your future goals of possibly going to law school. So we've got a law case, a lawsuit. I don't know, a money laundering issue.
Well, no charges have been filed on the Whitner guy yet. So
Right. So we're looking at, and let me add this to the stage here.
Still very preliminary.
James Whitner, was mentioned? He was named in a lawsuit, a money laundering lawsuit, that was like laundering $32 million,
at least $32 million.
through fake sneaker sales. Is that what it was? I admittedly just sent it to you and was like, "Hey, be ready for this."
Basically, the group, or I guess company that he worked for, from the research I gained, did not want him selling overseas, right, outside of the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, I guess people from China reached out to him and were like, "Hey, we can do this thing." So he was basically sending them shoes for cash, but the only way he could get it into the States was through like some sort of like prostitution scheme. So that's how he was getting the cash. to himself, and obviously he was laundering it
Hmm.
and also breaking the rule of his company or group or whatever of selling out of states. So
Wow. Okay. Thank you for that insight there. So no, he's not been charged, right? He's just been named as a
as
part
of
of the
yet,
scheme. Okay, as of yet.
but I would say it doesn't look good for the homeboy. Doesn't look good.
Yeah. Yikes. Yeah, if you don't know what we're talking about, you can Google James Whitner. It'll come up. He is the founder and CEO of the Whitaker Group, which owns Social Status, A Ma Maniere. I'd assume they've had collabs with both Nike and Adidas, and it just said a Portland sneaker company, so it's one of those two. We don't know which one. I have no idea. I mean, I guess there's no way to figure which one it is since they've had, I think, recent collabs with both of them. But yeah, I talked about this guy on probably a year ago about how he was like the sleeping giant that was going to take over for Virgil, and this is not a good look. It did not age well as of yet. So I guess we'll reserve our thoughts until more comes out. But
Could be
yeah,
like, I think what Laundering's like at at least like 70 months to depending on he's if it's over 32 million, that's probably more than a couple years, you would think.
Whew.
But it's tough. It's a tough scene for sure.
Sheesh. You just pulled that out of thin air.
I mean, I've watched enough Suits on Netflix to I feel like
Have you been on the Suits lately? I didn't know that went on. We canceled Netflix like right before it came on there. Big Suits fan?
it was a like right when I moved in kind of thing, and then I
Okay.
finished it like a couple weeks ago. But
Okay. Gotcha. Up or down on it?
oh, huge up. I'd probably
Yeah.
put top 5 Netflix series I've watched.
How many seasons do they have?
I want to say it's 9.
9?
Yeah.
How many did Meghan Markle, how many was she in? Like 7?
Technically all of them, but she was in like every episode of like the first 4. Because
Okay.
then at some point, that character and that group leaves, new characters come in, and they come back late. It's a weird thing.
Oh. Yeah, I think I left off when she left the show, or close to that timing. So we'll see. If I get Netflix back, we'll start it up again. Maybe start from ground zero or something.
There we go.
All right, let's see what else we got on the sneakers news. Really, only 2 people is kind of throwing me off. Let's try this view. Travis Scott's own silhouette coming out next year. You fan?
You want
Up
my
or
immediate
down?
taste? I mean, do we want to get to my immediate taste right now of this shoe?
Yeah, let's go for it.
I mean, obviously, I'm not a fan of the brownish colors. I feel like I can't. If the top was alone without the bottom sole, it might be better. You know?
So you're not a fan of we call this a gum sole. I feel like we failed you at Still Dripping University if you didn't know that. So we'll talk about that later. But
A gum
you're
sole.
not a fan of the gum sole.
No.
It's like a rubber gum. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, on this shoe, I don't think it works. Usually a big fan. I think if it was a black shoe, white swoosh with the gum sole, be nice. But
Okay.
I think I like the shoe overall, though. The colorway, maybe not. I don't know.
I
It'll
was
have to
leaning
grow on
like
me.
a
4?
4.6.
4.6. Wow. Okay, what do you think? What would you think if I told you that this was a Jordan shoe and not like under the Nike label? Kind of confusing, right?
I don't know if it
I
would
don't.
change my.
I don't think there's any Jordan on it. Maybe the tongue has a Jordan symbol on it, but um, kind of weird that there's nothing else that shows Jordan on here. Doesn't change it for you though.
No, it doesn't.
It shouldn't. I was just didn't know if that would surprise you or not.
The strap, though, are you a strap guy or no?
Uh, I don't hate it on this one. I think a lower strap is okay. There's I don't know. It works on some shoes and it doesn't on most shoes. I would say.
I think that's
What do you,
fair.
What about you?
Yeah, I think that's fair assessment.
Okay.
That is a weird height for the strap. I feel like I didn't think about that until you said it, but yes, that I think it's good.
Okay. All right. Let's see what else we got then. Devin Booker coming out with 2 new colorways. You feeling these? I think we talked about the orange ones at some point over
Low
the
key,
summer.
I think I said that was like a nice pair of khakis kind of shoe a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I really like both of these colorways. Which one are you a bigger fan of?
It's hard to know.
If you're not on YouTube with us, go get on YouTube. But if you're not, we're looking at the D Book one. It's like a cream colorway, and then I think it's called ash blue, or slate blue. I'm not entirely sure. But anyways, sorry. What were you saying, buddy?
I could probably rock the cream more with the type of khakis that I have than the blue, but the blue isn't bad either. But I'd lean towards the cream.
Would you wear these only on court, or would you venture off? You would venture off court, I guess,
Yeah,
if
no,
you're
I'd
saying
venture off.
khakis.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I think these are a good shoe. I think this might be a shoe that turns around, or turns back the clock on wearing court shoes off court. I dig these a lot. They look hot though. Like it looks like your foot would sweat in there
Hey.
if you're playing ball or something in them.
Hey, cold weather basketball shoes, Mason.
Cold weather. Get some outdoor court shoes, okay? All right. There's not much sneaker news on here, so we might have to drag this out, or we can just change it up and talk about something else later. So, see what's next. Ooh, some waffle dunks. Buddy, have you ever had any dunks?
No, never.
I think I can guess the answer. Would you wear dunks?
Those, no. Potentially, maybe not those, but different kinds of dunks, maybe.
Okay. Have you picked up any new shoes since you've left our
No.
internship program?
No new shoes. The money's been tight lately, I'll be honest.
That's fair. College student, I understand that. Maybe after Christmas or for Christmas.
Hey, I did win some money at WinStar, though, so maybe
What is this WinStar?
it's a casino in Oklahoma. That's
Oh.
close to Abilene that we drive to, but
Nice. So we're gonna use it for shoes, or probably
potentially we could make that down deposit, but who knows? I don't know what I'm gonna do with it yet.
All right. Well, we're looking at the waffle dunk. A different take. Normally, you get a different spin on waffle in the term of Nike, but this is talking about the food, talking about the whole side of the shoe. That really the whole shoe looks like a waffle. Give me your grade on this one, Bode.
This is a 2, and that's
Whoa.
being generous.
Wow. What? Tell me why.
It's just not happening. Whatever, like is that even like, it's almost like cork on the toe. It's almost like fuzzy. I don't know what that is. And then freaking, yeah, no, the color is bad. Also, I don't even know if I like whatever off-white that is. That creamy, yeah. No.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. It's not doing it for me either. Somewhere you got to draw the line on the food takes, and yeah, this ain't it.
Like,
So
is that even like the good color of like a good waffle? Like that
that's a
looks
good
like very
point.
like soggy waffle to me. I don't know.
That's it's soggy. I would say stale waffle.
Stale's good.
It's almost like a waffle cone. Wouldn't you think? That's like the color of a
Yes.
waffle cone.
Yeah.
I mean, we're going ice cream here. Maybe we should like make it just an ice cream dunk. There's a lot of ice cream sneakers out there. So maybe that's the route we should go next time. I'm gonna keep going on sneaker news and just get you to grade a bunch, or we can do something else.
This is good. Keep it rolling.
Yeah, this is a downer episode.
This is what the people want to
Because
listen to, Mason. They want to listen
this
to
is I'm not sure entirely, but I'm just gonna pause for a second and say we invited Bodie on, as we do normally, to fill in as a substitute. Hayes is out with some family stuff, and so pray for Hayes. Um, and that'll be all I'll say about that. I'm sure he'll talk about it next time he comes on the pod. He usually shares his heart and likes for everybody to know what's going on. But yeah, that's all we're going to say because we're not going to share his story. And Landon's out of town for break. Dan's working. So you got Bodie. Probably the best intern we've ever had. Actually, I can say without a doubt, the best intern we've ever had.
One of 2 interns. So, I mean, hey, pretty esteemed list if you ask me, bro.
Yeah, I mean, you're on the way to the Hall of Fame, maybe. It's possible.
First inductee.
Yeah. This is going to be a short episode, folks. So, Bode, why don't we, let's see. Let's just go off sneakers then. Any updates in the golf world? You were our golf correspondent for a while.
I mean,
any updates?
We have TGL got pushed back the year. Did you see that? The little building that they did in collapsed. That was that virtual golf that Tiger and Rory were kind of heading a little bit.
Oh, their building collapsed?
Yeah, I guess like the roof fell apart or something and it destroyed everything and it pushed it back till 2025.
Holy crap.
I know.
Okay, so I'm going to the Waste Management Open this year.
Oh.
Tips. What do I need to do? This is my first. I think I actually went to a Corn Ferry Tour event when it was over here at Nashville Golf, but what do I need to do? I know I need to get to 16 early.
Yeah. You experience 16. I'd say experience 17, especially late Sunday. That's a crazy hole. Drivable par 4 with water on the left, and it's right after 16 too.
So have you ever been to the Waste Management?
I have not, no.
In doing my research, you can't get food at the 16th hole or 16. So I think we have to go early, and once we go and get food, we're probably not going back. So we'll see. We'll see about it, but I assume that it's probably going to be pretty packed.
I feel like the classic golf day experience, we did it when we went to the PGA. We found we sat at hole 5 for 2 hours, then walked between 11 and 12 for a couple hours, and then made our way to behind 12 green, watched that for a couple hours, and then made our way to 18 for the finishers. But at the Waste Management, I think 16 and 17 are almost can't miss when it comes down to Sunday. So I don't know.
Okay. We're only going to be there on Saturday.
Yeah, it's fine. So, same thing. Yeah. Same thing.
All right. Okay, 16 and 17. What's the hole with the island?
That's TPC Sawgrass. 17. This is players.
Oh, okay. No,
you're talking about the Waste Management?
Yeah, the Waste Management. Isn't there a hole with the island?
I want to say it's a par 5 11th.
Okay.
I don't know if it's par 3.
The island green. I don't know. Maybe I'm mixing up. Maybe it's something else. But anyways. All right. Thanks for that. We're just tagging all the bases. Have you taken in a lot of Titans games in Texas?
Too many.
Too many? Oh, yeah, that's rough. I was hoping you were going to say you get away from it. Thoughts on this NFL season then?
I'm trying to think of where I should start. I'll start with the quarterback situation. Okay, so we went into this year, right? Kind of bleak on the QB situation. We thought we had missed on Willis. We thought we had missed on Levis. Turns out we might not have missed on Levis, so maybe that's not a bad thing, you know? He looked pretty good. I guess he's maybe regressed in every game that he's played since the Atlanta game, but still. He's looked good. He's looked better than Tannehill, at least.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think we hit on Tyjae Spears. Signing D-Hop has kind of turned into a blessing, especially with how hurt we are receiver-wise. Kyle Phillips looks to be back. That's pretty good. That probably covers the offensive basis. Probably looking to get rid of Henry in this offseason. Maybe even Traylon Burks. I don't know. Defensively, disaster. I don't know what we're doing defensively.
Yeah.
Pass rush.
Byard was that important, but it feels after we traded him that our defense kind of fell apart.
Our cornerbacks have found a way to get worse. At least Nick Folk's pretty good.
Nick Folk?
Yeah,
Oh, the kicker.
the guy that we traded for,
Yeah,
that seventh rounder.
I forgot about that.
And then Vrabel, dude, I don't know.
He might be on the outs, man.
Maybe we get rid of both of our coordinators and keep Vrabel, or maybe we just clean everybody. I don't know.
Yeah, I will say that if Vrabel gets fired, it's got to be all the injuries, and man, it seems like he sucks at picking coordinators.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, after Arthur Smith, I mean, what are we doing?
I mean, at this point, would you rather have Todd Downing than Tim Kelly?
I mean, I guess I
I
don't know.
think I would too.
Yeah, I mean, it's just not great. I don't know. I mean, the offensive line, goodness gracious.
No, my gosh.
I
And
mean,
it's like someone else gets hurt every week, and it's like the season.
yeah.
Like,
What somebody said, I don't remember who it was. There's some team that has had all of their offensive line healthy for every snap except for 5. They haven't played like 5 different snaps. They all weren't together. I think it was the Colts. It's like the opposite. It has our starting line from the beginning of the year played 5 snaps, not in like the last 10 weeks. I don't even know what week we're on. That's, whew, man.
I guess Skoronski is good. It's hard to know when everyone else is so bad around him. Levis has no time to throw, and like we can't even run the ball. Our offensive line is that bad. I don't know.
Yeah. It is bad.
Luckily, though, it looks like even though I think we beat Carolina this coming Sunday, we'll probably get like a top 5 or 7 draft pick.
Either
go get no lineman, or maybe grab like the guy to Ohio State, the wide receiver. Who knows?
Yeah, we got to get. I think we got to get linemen in free agency or like 6. Golly, but all right. I think I'm putting together something for you here. We're not gonna totally abandon the sneakers aspect of our podcast.
We're back. We're back on sneakers.
Yeah, we're getting there. Hold on. Let me see if I can do this real quick. Crap. Nope.
How do you feel about old Josh Dobbs, Mason?
Oh, I mean, I think I've said this on the podcast. Josh Dobbs was my neighbor my senior year of college. Couldn't be a better guy. He is as advertised. Fantastic. Was actually ticked this past week when I realized, or when I heard that new nickname they have for him, and I didn't think of that. The Pastronaut. Fantastic.
Pastronaut.
Pastronaut. Fantastic. That is incredible. I was so mad that I didn't think of that. I could have been making money in college on those. But yeah, Astro Dobbs, fantastic person. I was at his birthday party. I'm going out. Am I back? Was at his birthday party. Fantastic time. Told me that our house, we were great neighbors. Very much a hermit.
Not surprising.
I guess when you're an astronaut, studying to be an astronaut, and the quarterback, you're probably going to be studying a lot. So, yeah, very, very kind though, and a very hard worker. So that's all I've got to say. I'm not terribly surprised. Titans should have kept him. Not traded for Will Levis. Traded Tannehill.
Do I think that? Because let's be honest, whose ceiling's higher, Levis or Dobbs? It's Levis. You don't think so?
Maybe. I mean, probably ceiling, but I mean, Dobbs is. If Dobbs was on our team, we'd be making the playoffs.
That's
from week
true.
1. Yeah,
that's probably true.
Which is a catch-22 because we wouldn't. I don't think realistically we would be Super Bowl contenders, but we got to have like the worst line in the league. So I think Dobbs would probably actually help in that scenario.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. Let's see. All right, here we go.
Mhm.
Let me pull this up real quick. See if I can get this to work. Nope, didn't get it to work. Anyways, let's go with a new segment, one that we won't have often on here, but maybe bring it up a few times. We're gonna go sneaker questions for the non-sneakerhead.
Mm.
So, um, how many sneakers do you have in your like sneakers do you have in your closet?
0, 0. Well,
Well, like just any athletic shoes.
oh,
Don't count on clouds or Hokas.
I think I have 2 pairs of Nikes.
Okay. 2. That's it.
2, 2. That's it.
Are those like nicer looking? Like you wear those out?
They just bounce
No.
back and forth between my classic tennis shoes.
Okay.
I know the cardinal sin of sneaker guys. I feel like
So what do you wear? You wear like TP creepers? Sorry, wallabies?
TP creepers,
Yeah.
wallabies. What?
You don't know
Gibberish.
what a wallaby is?
A
Like a Clark's wallaby?
wallaby.
Yeah.
Wallaby. Are you saying the word wallaby? Wallaby.
Yes.
I've never heard of that before.
Yeah, you've seen it. You've seen it. They definitely had them at Lipscomb when you were there. Well, let me pull them up. This is mind
They're like
blowing.
Sperry's?
No, Clark Wallabies. You're insane. Let me pull up these right here.
Oh yeah. Okay, yes. I was not one of those guys at Lipscomb, but yes, I've seen them.
Okay.
Do not own a pair though.
Okay. Do you wear cowboy boots? Like, what do you wear? Sperry's? Is that what you said?
I mean, I own a pair of Sperry's. I don't wear them that much.
What do you wear? Like, you
Tennis
just wear some trash tennis shoes?
Yeah.
They're beat up and everything?
Mhm.
Oh, come on, buddy. You should go spend some money. All right. Next question for a non-sneakerhead. Ideally, think 10 years in the future. What is for you the ideal number of sneakers to have in your closet? Money is not an issue. Let's say that.
Do I still have my normal rotation of other shoes throughout? You know what I mean? Like non-sneaker
Yeah,
wearable
you'll
tennis
have
shoes.
like your couple pair of dress shoes, whatever.
Okay,
We're just
yeah.
talking strictly sneakers. Like how
I
much is in
feel
your
like
closet?
the minimum is 4.
The minimum is 4. So what number is there a number first? And then if so, what is the number of a minimum number for to be considered or in the range of sneakerhead, not or sneaker collector? What's that number for you?
I think if you have 6 plus in a closet, sneakerhead.
Okay. Not including like a workout, or is that
Yeah,
inclusive? Okay.
not
So
including.
not including them. Okay.
Because I feel like if you don't have 4, this might be just from what I've gleaned from watching sneakerheads. You don't see a lot of repetitive wearing sneakerheads. You know what I mean? If
Yeah,
they're
that's
going
fair.
in, they're going all the way in, and they have different shoes for different types of vacations and different times of the year. And I feel like 4 is the only way to not be repetitive, but also have a good mix throughout the year.
Okay. What do you ever see yourself having 20 pairs of sneakers at the same time?
I would have to have made a lot of money if I see myself having 20 pairs of sneakers.
20 sneakers. That's not a lot, buddy.
It feels like a lot. Think about where that money could go, though, not sneakers.
Where could it go?
Anywhere else, I think.
All right. Oh, all right. I'm trying to pull up. All right. Let me think of some more. signed a sneaker contract not with Nike, who would it be with?
I don't know if I'm on record on this podcast, but my favorite shoe, sneaker wise, is the Reebok Question. So I think it'd be Reebok, and I just load myself up with Reebok questions.
That's an interesting take. So you're not a New Balance guy. You don't like what New Balance has been doing?
Mm-mm. I don't even know if
Okay.
I don't even know if I know what New Balance has been doing.
Well, I mean, not a lot of new crazy stuff, but I'm sure you see like the frat boy ones, the typical gray New Balance. You're not big on that.
Oh no.
All right. Let's see here. If you were getting like your own PE, which do you know what that means? It's a sneaker 101, your own player edition. What colorway would you go with on the Iverson?
You know what I like the most? It's the. I always say it looks like cookies and cream, but it's not cookies and cream. You know what I'm talking
Like
about?
the paint splatter?
Yes, but not heavy paint splatter.
Really light
Light splatter.
paint. Okay. So you're going black and white with paint
Probably.
splatter?
I feel like that would.
Alright.
Do I want? Do I want black on there?
Whoa, we're going white on white.
White on white with paint splatter. Is that looking good in my head? I don't know if it is. Yeah, maybe we go back to the black. I think the black has to be there if you're having the paint splatter. So yes, the
Okay.
black.
All right. Buddy, I am trying, but I am not being successful with what I'm trying to find on here. All right, I'm just going to pull it up on my phone and we're going to do a little quiz for you. How well do you know the Jordan line?
Okay.
How confident do you feel? Can you hear me? Am I here?
Yep, let's roll.
All right. All right, let's see here. If you had to draw, do you have a pen on you right now?
Negative.
I was going to make you draw these sneakers, but let me go back into the archives and let's see if you know what these sneakers are. All right, just by looking at these, this is not Jordan. I just want to see if you know whose sneakers are these.
There's the bronze.
Yeah, wow. Okay.
Right. That was pulled that one out of my ass.
All right, this one's a little more difficult, I think. Can you tell me? Oh, no, they're not. No, it's not. Let me zoom different. What about I have to zoom in so you don't see the. What about these?
No clue.
No clue. Does this
I
help
was
you?
about to throw out Paul George, but I feel like that's wrong.
Not Paul. Does that help?
Oh, it's KD.
I had to cover that one up. All right. Not a big KD fan.
I think
Let's
there's only
see.
probably one other guy's shoes that I could probably.
Is that John Morant?
No.
Who? Kobe?
I obviously Kobe, but
Steph?
yes.
I guess if it's any Under Armour shoe, it's going to be
Yeah.
Steph. So. All right, here we go. Here we go. This is what I wanted, I think. For those in podcast world, I'm sorry. You can log off. This is just a quiz for Bodie.
Stay tuned, podcast world. It's getting better.
You know what? You know what? We're at 35 minutes. We've done enough sneakers. Let's talk about real stuff. Let's go with the top 5.
Okay.
Let's go with top 5.
Welcome back, podcast world. By the way, we're back.
We're back. We're back. Let's go. Let's draft our Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving sides. So first off, if you had to pick, are you going turkey or ham? Turkey.
Ham.
You're a traditionalist.
Yeah, ham only if I'm feeling frisky.
What about for Christmas? You going ham or turkey?
Probably ham.
So you're just a traditionalist. That's pretty much it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, since you're the guest, I'll give you the first pick of your favorite Thanksgiving side.
I'll go. I'll go classic. I'll go corn.
Corn? Like cream corn?
Yeah, cream corn.
Okay. All right, corn's off the table. I think I'm going to go with sweet potato casserole.
Oh.
I think that's with the pecans on top.
Okay.
You go for it.
Two in my mind. I'll go. You went sweet potato casserole?
Mm-hmm.
So I can still go mashed potatoes, the classic.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good spot. So you got corn and mashed potatoes. I got sweet potato casserole. I'm hitting all the casseroles. I am actually I'm switching up. I am going with macaroni and cheese.
Okay.
So I got mac and cheese, sweet potato casserole. I'm not on the healthy side of this one.
I'll go green bean casserole.
Green bean. That was where I thought I was going. Love the French fried onions on top of a green bean casserole. Let me write this question down and I'll ask it after the podcast. Okay. So this is my third pick.
Yes, I just did my third.
Okay. All right. Let's see here. I think I'm just gonna go with stuffing.
Okay, solid. I feel like it had to be out there at some point.
Yeah, it had to be out there.
This one might be a little out of left field. I'll go because I got thinking about it because the green bean casserole. I'll go the cheesy broccoli.
Like a broccoli casserole or just straight cheese and broccoli?
We do it more just straight cheesy broccoli, but we have done casserole in the past.
Okay. All right. So let's see. I got sweet potato casserole, macaroni and cheese. What was my other one? Stuffing. Oh, I'm not a big cranberry sauce person. And I don't know where this other one falls on people's Thanksgiving side dishes, but it was always my favorite growing up because my Nana made it. She made it outside of Thanksgiving. She made it every time we were at her house that I remember. It's called Mexican cornbread. And it's like a cornbread with ground beef and cheese and maybe corn as well in there. All in the cornbread. Fantastic. Unbelievable. Bar none. It would have been my one of one, but I knew it wasn't going to go off the board.
Yeah.
So I feel like we're running out side dishes here, but
I mean, I have.
we got one each, right? One each
Yeah,
left.
I'll go the classic dish finisher, if you will. Really close out the dish. I'll go the classic, like the house roll.
Oh yeah, solid,
Yeah.
solid. Mm, struggling here on this one. I feel like I need another casserole to be solid in there.
It's the casserole list. Holy cow.
Yeah, I love a good casserole, but I can't think of anything. I'm very particular on my Thanksgiving stuff. So, I'll just finish with a little health and I'll do actually it's not healthy at all, but coleslaw. Hit me with the coleslaw. Mayonnaise based coleslaw.
Yeah, okay.
Get that vinegar out of here. None
Yep.
of that. All right, what about dessert? What's your go-to dessert for Thanksgiving? You hit the classic pumpkin pie or something else?
In the past, I want to say we've had pumpkin pie. I want to say last year we had Boston cream, and if Boston cream is present, I have to eat it. I feel like.
Boston cream. I don't think I've ever had that before
Yeah.
in
The
life.
Gwins are big Boston cream.
What is Boston cream? If you had to make that for me, how would you do it?
I have no idea. I just know it's called Boston cream, and it's
Boston
amazing.
cream. Oh, what's it? Oh, it's like chocolate on top?
Yeah, it is. It's very desserty.
Oh, wow. That looks pretty good. I might have to try. Where can I get a Boston cream pie? You make it?
I
Your
think you
mom
just
make
haven't
it?
been looking. You just got to look for it.
I didn't even know this was a thing. You put that above. I mean, that looks fine. It looks like a cake, though.
I'd
Yeah.
say it's an acquired taste.
Do you think it's a pie or a cake?
I'd say it's a pie.
I think it's a cake. I'm just looking at the picture, man. You don't even make it in a pie dish.
I'm just
Make it in a
saying,
cake pan.
if
That's a
you
cake.
if you put pies in front of me, I would grab the Boston cream first.
The Boston cream cake.
The Boston cream pie. Yeah.
I'm gonna put a poll up on Instagram right now. Actually, right when we're done, cake or pie.
Podcasters, go to the Instagram, find the poll.
That is not a pie.
Why would they call it Boston cream pie if it's a cake, though? Think about that.
Okay, let me look. All right. According to preppykitchen.com, this decadent Boston cream pie is a classic American cake, not pie, made with tender vanilla sponge cake.
I've heard it both ways.
I don't know if they're the authority on that, but Boston, was it made in Boston?
I just see American classic Boston cream pie.
Yeah, I'm not. So you're telling me you would eat that over apple pie, over pecan pie, over pumpkin pie? All three of those?
I think pumpkin pie is a close second. Apple pie is far, far fourth on that list, I feel like. Not an apple pie guy.
I'm not a huge apple pie guy, but you get a really good apple pie. I love cinnamon apples. That should have been on my top 5, but big regret there. But yeah, apple. My pie rankings would probably be pecan first,
Okay.
and I would say apple's number 2. Actually, pumpkin 3. I love a good chocolate pie. Have you ever had chocolate pie? It just sounds like what it is.
Probably in my life, but
And then Boston cream pie would be at the bottom of that list because it's really not a pie.
you just don't know what you're missing, evidently.
It'd be at top of the cake list. Look at Google. Google is also. Can you see that? Right underneath Boston cream pie, it says cake. It's not a pie. Oh boy. All right. I'm just gonna say my spirits are a little down because did you watch the Tennessee game tonight?
Mm-mm.
Oh, the refs suck. That's all I gotta say. Terrible game to watch. I'm not saying the refs were bad for both teams. I will say that, but terrible game to watch.
What
So,
else is new, bro? What else is
yeah,
new?
yeah. We want robot refs.
Hmm.
Well, we made it to 45 minutes, and I'd say that's good enough.
Oh, we
Bodie
can't make
was
it 15
drinking.
more? Oh,
Oof, 15 is gonna be a lot, man. I gotta take out the trash.
I don't know if I've done a podcast under an hour before. We always get to an hour.
Oh man, it's Thanksgiving though. We gotta. All right, well, let's get real then. Well, buddy, let me start by saying this. We had 2 guests in the past, maybe a couple months. One was Marcus Fairbanks, and one was you got to get on Instagram, Bodie, because there was some very funny clips on Instagram. Let me play one for you. But Marcus Fairbanks, probably one of the funniest episodes we've had, and then what did he go by? Cowboy Coop. Cowboy Coop was a fantastic. Gave us the most. It topped your leaky faucet review. Yeah, one of the most glowing in-person reviews that we have ever had on the podcast. And it was sincere. He came at us pretty strong out of the gate, tearing Hayes and I down, but just to build us right back up. It was beautiful. Beautiful the way he came about it. And essentially he was telling us how most people don't have a group of friends that they could get on the phone with every week, and how that was pretty special. And so that was one of the things that I'm very thankful for. And I just want to know, what are you thankful for? You don't have to give us a glowing review like he did, but I would advise you to go back and listen to both of those episodes.
You saying just in general? Just
Yeah, what are you thankful for? It's Thanksgiving week.
I mean, outside of the obvious family, friends, my well-being, I would say ACU potentially.
Potentially. Okay.
We were talking about this at Club Chapel today too. I don't know. That's a good.
Well, if you were consistent enough to come back next week, I would say hold it for next week. But I'm not faithful in that, so I need something
You'll just
now.
you'll just text me like in the heat of the semester. Like, hey, buddy, we got a podcast tonight. We'll see you there. And I'm like, I got stuff.
I get it. College is a busy time, but nothing good happens except for podcasting after 9 o'clock. So, just saying. Well, that's my experience, but you might have a different one.
Some might say only the best things in life happen after 9 p.m. on a Tuesday.
Like this podcast.
Like this 48-minute, 33-second podcast.
All right, then tell me this. This one's a harder question than the previous. And I need you to be serious on it. I asked Hayes last week.
I'm locked in. Here we go.
Aside from your family, what are you proud of?
Ask it to me again. Ask it to me again. So I can think about it.
All right, buddy. This one might be a little harder and a little more thought-provoking. I want you to look deep inside your soul and tell me, what are you proud of?
What am I proud of? I'm proud of my grades. I'm proud of some of my athletic achievements. I think back to high school golf. No one did it like me back then for Lipscomb Academy. I can say that.
Back to back church ball champs.
That's
I think
right.
the only team ever, I believe.
I'm proud that I was contributive to that team.
Verbal leader, I think the team would agree on.
The needle, some could say.
Yeah.
I'm proud of. You said family's off the boards, right?
Yeah. You just say it. No, nothing's off the board. You just say it.
I'm proud of the family I have, the friends I've made. Probably say the clean life I've lived to this point in my life. Haven't made that many big blunders, I would say, which is good.
Yeah.
Some people can't say that. I don't know. Proud of the goals that I have for myself. That's a good one. Ooh. I don't know. That's a
That's
tough
a good
question.
list. That's a good list.
It's a tough question. It's
I
a
want to
very hard
say,
off the dome question.
yeah. Oh, I agree, 100%. I will challenge you though. I'll challenge you this. I will say I'm very proud of you. I
Mm.
think you're a very good person, and I really enjoy the friendship that we have. And I was just thinking about this as we were sitting here and as I was listening to you, and I am thankful for you, and I am thankful that we got to have a full circle moment this summer and throughout this podcast of my basketball coach was Hayes, and that's who I usually do the podcast with.
Mm.
And then I coached you in basketball, and now we're getting to do a podcast like we have plenty of times before. But I challenge you. I think you will probably coach at some point in the future.
My
And
record so far is not very good, but yes, yeah, no.
well, it'll be better.
I know.
Um, what did you coach?
I filled in for Garrett twice over Christmas last
Oh,
year.
yeah.
We lost
It's
a nail
hard.
biter and got blown out. So
It's hard when you don't have a Bodie and a Dean and a Ben
I
on the
know.
bench
No
to
kidding.
call in.
No kidding.
Anyways, yeah, well, hopefully you'll find a team that you grow up with and you coach up, and one day you'll be sitting on the phone with them. And hopefully I can be there to see that.
Mm.
But I am proud of you, Bodie. I
I'll be
really am.
thankful for that moment too.
Are you gonna be? Are y'all gonna be in town for Christmas?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Okay. Good. All right. Well, I'm not gonna drag this on any longer. This is ear bleeding. We made it to 52 minutes. If you work where I used to work when I first got out of college, if you clocked out 7 minutes early, you'd still get that next 15-minute bump.
Ooh.
So essentially, once we hit 53 minutes, we hit the hour. If we're talking pay structures right
Yeah, I
here,
mean,
so
ACU classes Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 50-minute classes. We've reached our.
yeah, and you get a credit for an hour in that. So we're getting our hours credit, and we're gonna pass this on. Hard work pays off, but
Oh my
sometimes you
goodness.
just got to cut out early so your ears don't start bleeding. So if you have listened this far, thank you. Please go leave a review. Tell us how terrible this episode was, but rate 5 stars. This has been episode 143. Really, the bulk.
143 episodes. Wow.
143. We're closing in on 3 years.
That's
How many
crazy.
episodes? We got like 15 episodes left. We're supposed to have. We got 2 guests in the pipeline. We told you one was coming on last week. It was Thanksgiving, and a lot of stuff has happened with the squad over the past week. So we are going to push that one out. Hopefully in December, we'll get him coming on. It's a local guy from Nashville, or I don't know where he's from, but he lives in Nashville now. So we'll get that. We're also working on somebody who has been or company that's been a pseudo sponsor for us. Working on getting in touch with them, see if their founder can come on the podcast, and that would be probably one of our best episodes if we get that to happen, because he is a incredible person. So we're waiting to hear back from him. But that's enough preview for the future. Bodie, what'd you learn today?
There's a lot to be thankful for, I think. There's a lot
That's
to
a
be
good
proud
one.
of. There's a lot to be proud of.
There's a lot to be proud of, and sometimes you need to sit down and reflect on what you're proud of, because it's not boastful. We're thankful to God that we have been able to do all these things, and that's the key. One more thing, look, we might get to an hour. Favorite player in the NFL right now, CJ Stroud. Besides Josh Dobbs, second favorite player, CJ Stroud. I love his interviews, man. You're in Texas. I would have flipped. Honestly, this season I would have flipped. Flipped to the Texans.
I'm too much of a homer, Mason. It can't
I
happen.
it's easy for me to sit here and say that, but yeah, Stroud, man, he's electric, and every single interview. This is me. I know I'm getting old when I say this. He always talks about God in his interviews, and I think that's cool. And so that's me being an old fuddy-duddy. So you can say what you want, but yeah,
Him, Russell
big fan.
Wilson.
Yeah, not a big Russ fan for some odd reason. Let's ride.
Broncos guy. They're riding right now though.
They are riding right now. All right, I derailed us once again. Sorry. I learned that, a friend in need is a friend indeed. And
Ooh, bars.
And when you say that you're going to pray for somebody, just do it. And that can be powerful. And that's all. We love you all. We'll see you next week. Bodie, you want to wrap us out?
No, I don't.
Chug a beer and let's get on it. My music's not working, so you got lucky. Thank you all. We'll see you next week. Have a blessed Thanksgiving. Peace.
See ya.